converting measurements, more explanation. So this question asks which conversion factor you would use to convert from meters to feet. They give you the equivalency between inches and centimeters, feet and meters, and miles and kilometers. So if we're converting from meters to feet, we would start with meters, which means the conversion factor that we're trying to use needs to have meters on the bottom so that meters can cancel and feet on the top. And then we would come over here and see what is the appropriate unit rate between meters and feet, and that would tell me where I need to put my numbers. So 1 foot is equal to 0.3048 meters. So this is the conversion factor that I would use to convert from meters to feet, and you can see that meters on the top cancels out meters on the bottom, leaving me with an answer in feet. Another example for using the same conversion chart would be how many inches are equivalent to 2 meters. And the key here is to make sure you round your answer appropriately. And they said round your answer to the nearest tenth. So if we are looking for inches and equivalent to meters, as you can see in the chart, we don't go directly from meters to inches. So if we're starting with 2 meters, how can we get from meters to inches? Well, if I look up here, here's meters. So I know I can get from meters to foot. And if I'm in feet, if I'm in terms of feet, then I can go from feet to inches. So I'm going to start with canceling meters and going to feet using the unit rate that 1 foot is equal to 0.3048 meters. And then I need to go from feet to inches. So I need to put feet on the bottom, and I need to know how many inches are in a foot. There are 12 inches in 1 foot, so that cancels feet and gives me 2 inches. So I would do 2 times 12, which is 24, and 24 divided by 0.3048 would give me my answer in terms of inches. Then I can think about the reasonableness of this. So after I do my multiplication, I can think, is my answer reasonable? And if we divide 24 by 0.3048, we get 78.74. Again, they asked me to round to the nearest tenth. So after the decimal place, we have the tenths place. To round to the tenths, look to the right. Because it is less than 5, we do not change the tenths place. So my correct answer would be 78.7 inches. Is that reasonable? Well, 2 meters, think about a meter stick. They're similar to a yardstick. 2 meters is much bigger than an inch. So I should expect my number to get bigger because I'm going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit. Okay, and another example here where you're converting from, how would you find the number of centimeters in 2 yards? So we're going from yards to centimeters. And if we look up here, again, we do not have a direct unit rate given that gets me from yards to centimeters. So I'm going to have to do more than one conversion factor because I have to start with yards. Here's centimeters. So I can use inches and centimeters. But first I would need to get from yards to inches, and they do give me that here. So once I can go from yards to inches, then I can use my inches to centimeters. So 2 yards times, I'm going to cancel yards and put inches on the top. So a yard is much bigger than an inch, so I would expect this to be a bigger number, and 2 times 36 is going to be a bigger number. And then I'm going to go from inches to centimeters. Can you tell by looking at this which is bigger, an inch or a centimeter? Since there are about 2.5 centimeters in each inch, an inch would be bigger than a centimeter. So we expect our number to get even bigger when we multiply to convert from inches to centimeters. Inches is on the top, so inch will be on the bottom. Centimeters will be on the top. So 1 inch is equivalent to 2.54 centimeters. So we can see this is all multiplication because we're going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, and then again to an even smaller unit. And yards cancels, inches cancels, leaving me with an answer in terms of centimeters. I would just need to multiply 2 times 36 times 2.54. Hope that helps.